we're here with our weekly economic recap for Univision News at the American Business Council Continuity Forum in Miami, Florida. How are you, Stephen?
Yeah, good. It's great to be here.
And it's the first time on the road, and we're here at this event because it is an incredible initiative to promote entrepreneurship in Latin America. Tell us a little bit of the highlights we've seen in the past 3 days.
Sure, yeah, I mean, entrepreneurship and social entrepreneurship is just one of the aspects. They've had some great speakers. We just saw Jeb Bush speak about education in the Americas, and both in North America and Latin America, and in some of the ways that we're falling behind. And he talked about some ideas of what we have to do to become more competitive in the future. Things relating to quality of teachers, quality of curriculum, things like that. That was interesting.
And he compared us to the Asian countries, which have had incredible
like Korea.
growth.
Another interesting speaker was the president of the Inter-American Development Bank, Alberto Moreno. He talked about Latin America and the decade of Latin America. But I thought it was interesting. He highlighted obviously some of the positive things about the country, its ability to withstand some of the global shocks that are happening. So basically, and it's true, we've seen some other reports showing how Latin America is holding up pretty well. But he also talked about some of the challenges. Education is one of them. So that was kind of another theme, that we really have to improve education throughout the Americas to become competitive in the 21st century.
Now we also had David Axelrod, Lance Armstrong, and tomorrow the magazine Poder is going to be giving out some prizes as well.
Sure. Yeah. I think it'll be interesting. It's great to be here.
Another great Latin American story this week was Enrique Pena Nieto, a Mexican candidate for next year's presidency, was in Washington this week. Why don't you tell us the policies that he highlighted were going to be part of his presidency if he wins?
Sure, yeah, he did a quick trip to Washington and New York, and actually Univision News was covering the event in New York, and he had some interesting things to say about economic policy. The first thing he said that really kind of stuck out to me was if he were elected, his government would intensify the sort of intensify the prevention of monopolistic practices. Maybe that's a kind of a dig to Carlos Slim and his telecoms monopoly. I don't know.
Ouch, right.
The second thing they talked about again was opening up Pemex, the national oil company, for private investment. There's been talk of this in the past, but it's always been hard to get through Congress. But it's interesting that they're talking about it this early, at this stage in the game, and the election campaign hasn't even really started.
Now, staying in Washington, there was also a very innovative event this week called La Idea. Tell us a little bit about that. It was sponsored by Univision.
Yeah, La Idea, sponsored by Univision and our partners at the Inter-American Development Bank and the State Department. We had a number of great speakers, basically talking about Latino entrepreneurship. So we had Maria Otero, who's the Undersecretary of State for Global Affairs. We had Roy Sosa, who's a great innovative entrepreneur based in Austin, Texas, and we had President Moreno as well. And we talked about, Latino entrepreneurship, and we announced, actually Secretary of State Hillary Clinton announced a new initiative called La Idea, which is basically a business competition for U.S. Latino entrepreneurs that want to expand their business and connect with Latin America. So it was a great event. There's actually more information on univisiondinero.com. univisiondinero.com for those who speak English. And yeah, go check it out. We're going to be putting up more videos soon, and it's going to be airing in some local markets in the coming weeks. So we're really excited about it. It was really cool.
It's been a pleasure to be here with you, Stephen, and with you as well from the American Business Council Continuity Forum. This is Mariana Tencio for Univision News.